Something doesn't add up, and fans noticed it immediately. Before we get into this unexpected twist, make sure you hit subscribe, like this video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and share this with every ARMY you know. Because what just happened with Jin is turning a simple trip into a global mystery. IT was supposed to be straightforward. Reports began circulating that BTS members were heading to Tokyo for what many believe could be a major appearance, possibly tied to a high-profile event, a performance, or even a global campaign targeting both Asian and US markets. As expected, excitement exploded online. Fans tracked flights, monitored airport movements, and waited for the first glimpse of the members. Then came the first big update. Multiple sources claimed that several BTS members were seen boarding a private jet. The images quickly spread: sleek aircraft, tight security, limited access. Everything about it screamed exclusivity. US fan accounts immediately began speculating about the scale of the project in Tokyo. Private jet travel usually signals something big, something coordinated, something important. But then, because Jin wasn't there at first, people thought it was a delay. Maybe Jin would join later. Maybe he was just arriving separately for scheduling reasons. But as more footage surfaced, one thing became clear. Jin had taken a completely different route, a separate flight, a different timing, a completely different airport sequence. And just like that, the narrative changed. Clips of Jin at the airport, calm, composed, walking alone, began resurfacing and gaining even more attention than before. Fans who had initially focused on the private jet were now shifting their attention entirely to Jin. Why wasn't Jin with the group? Why did Jin choose, or was he asked, to travel separately within minutes? Hashtags like #WhereIsJin and #JinSeparateFlight began trending, not just in Asia, but across the United States. The conversation wasn't just curiosity anymore, it was intense speculation. And this is where things get really interesting that the US entertainment space. Separation often signals strategy. When a major artist moves differently from the group, it usually means one thing: something unique is being planned. Analysts and pop culture commentators quickly jumped into the discussion, suggesting that Jin's separate flight might not be random at all. Could Jin be preparing for a solo appearance in Tokyo? Could Jin be involved in a separate collaboration? Something exclusive? Something unexpected? Or, even more intriguingly, could Jin's movement be part of a larger rollout strategy designed to maximize global attention? Because let's be honest, right now, it's working. Jin's name is dominating headlines, while the private jet story initially grabbed attention. It's Jin's solo journey that's holding it. That shift alone says everything about his influence. But beyond strategy, there's emotion. Fans aren't just analyzing logistics, they're reacting on a personal level. For many, seeing Jin travel separately felt different. There's a sense of mystery, yes, but also a sense of focus. Jin didn't look rushed. Jin didn't look uncertain. In fact, Jin looked incredibly intentional, and that detail matters. In one viral video, Jin is seen walking through the terminal with quiet confidence.
No entourage chaos, no overwhelming gestures.
Just Jin, moving forward with a calm energy that fans immediately picked up on. One US fan commented, "He looks like he knows something we don't." That comment alone has been shared thousands of times because it captures the feeling perfectly. Jin knows something, and the world is trying to figure out what it is. As the hours passed, more layers began to unfold. Flight tracking accounts attempted to map Jin's route compared to the private jet carrying the other members. The timelines didn't fully align. Jin's departure appeared slightly offset, almost as if it was designed to be noticed. Coincidence? Maybe, but in the world of global entertainment, especially at BTS's level, coincidence is rare. Meanwhile, media outlets in the United States began reframing the story. What started as BTS flies to Tokyo quickly became Jin sparks mystery with solo travel. That shift is significant. It shows how one unexpected move can completely redefine the narrative, and at the center of it all, Jin. Always Jin, but here's where the storytelling deepens. Jin has always been known for his balance between group identity and individual presence. While BTS operates as a global unit, each member carries their own unique energy, and Jin's has always been different. Grounded, yet powerful. Quiet, yet unforgettable. Today's moment amplifies that identity. Because while the group moves together, Jin moves with intention, and fans feel it. Some believe this could be the beginning of a new chapter for Jin, one where his individual path becomes more defined on the global stage, especially in markets like the United States, where solo branding plays a crucial role in long-term influence. Others think it's part of a bigger BTS strategy, creating multiple storylines at once. The private jet represents unity, power, scale. Jin's separate flight represents mystery, individuality. Intrigue point two, narratives point one, global impact. And it's working perfectly, because right now, everyone is watching both. But emotionally, Jin's story hits harder. There's something about seeing him alone in that moment, focused, composed, slightly distant, that creates a deeper connection. It feels personal. It feels intentional. It feels like the calm before something bigger. And then, the biggest question of all, what happens when Jin arrives in Tokyo? Will he appear separately from the group? Will there be a surprise reveal? Will Jin step onto a stage alone before rejoining BTS? Or will this entire moment lead to something no one is expecting? Because if there's one thing Jin has mastered, it's timing. And right now, the timing feels perfect. The world is watching, the theories are building, the anticipation is growing, and Jin hasn't said a single word. That's silence. It's powerful, it's strategic, and it's exactly why this story isn't slowing down anytime soon, as now we turn it over to you. Why do you think Jin took a separate flight? Do you believe it's just scheduling, or is something bigger about to happen in Tokyo? Drop your theories in the comments. Hit like if you think Jin is preparing something major, and don't forget to subscribe for real-time updates, because whatever happens next, Jin will be at the center of it, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. Because as flight data continued to circulate online, something unexpected caught everyone's attention. The private jet carrying the BTS members appeared to follow a smooth, direct route to Tokyo.
No dilas.
No unusual changes. Everything about it was clean, controlled, and exactly what you'd expect from a high-level, coordinated group movement. But Jin's flight, it told a completely different story. According to several fan-tracking accounts and aviation watchers in the United States, Jin's flight path showed slight irregularities. Nothing extreme, but enough to raise eyebrows. A minor delay, a subtle reroute, and most importantly, a later arrival window compared to the rest of the members. At first, it sounded like a normal travel adjustment, but for fans who had been watching every detail from the beginning, this only deepened the mystery. Why would Jin arrive later? Why separate his timing so precisely? And more importantly, who is Jin meant to meet or avoid upon landing? That question alone sent social media into overdrive. Theories exploded across platforms. Some fans believe Jin's delayed arrival could be tied to a private meeting in Tokyo, possibly with international producers or high-level brand executives. Others speculated that Jin might be preparing for a completely separate appearance before joining BTS publicly. And then came a theory that shook the entire fandom. What if Jin's separate flight wasn't about Tokyo at all, but about what comes after? That idea changed everything, because suddenly, this wasn't just about a destination. It was about direction. And the US entertainment industry. Staggered arrivals are often used to control media cycles. One group arrives together to dominate headlines. Then, a key figure arrives separately to reignite attention, creating a second wave of coverage. If that's what's happening here, then Jin isn't just part of the story. Jin is the second wave, and based on current trends, it's working. Hours after the initial private jet news began to fade, Jin's name surged back to the top of trending charts. Not BTS. Not the group as a whole. Jin, again, that kind of solo pull, especially in a market as competitive as the United States, is rare. It signals something deeper than fandom. It signals star power that can stand alone. But beyond the strategy, there's still that emotional undercurrent that fans can't ignore, because in every clip of Jin, from the airport walk to the subtle turn before departure, there's a sense of quiet intensity. Not sadness, not stress, but focus. Jin looks like someone who knows exactly where he's going, even if no one else does. And that feeling has stayed with fans. One viral comment put it perfectly. It's like watching the beginning of something we don't understand yet. That line alone has been reposted across thousands of accounts because it captures the moment. This doesn't feel random. This feels like a setup. Meanwhile, in Tokyo, anticipation is reaching a boiling point. Local reporters have begun positioning themselves at key arrival points. Fan groups are coordinating in real time, trying to predict where Jin might appear first. Some are even splitting into teams, one tracking the group, the other focused entirely on Jin. Think about that point one member, an entire global audience, dividing its attention just to follow his next move. That's not normal. That's influence. And still, no official statement, no confirmation, no explanation, just silence. But with Jin, silence has never meant absence, and IT means timing. And as the estimated arrival window approaches, tension continues to build, because everyone is waiting for that one moment. The first glimpse of Jin in Tokyo. Will he walk out alone again? Will he be greeted differently? Will there be signs, subtle or obvious, that confirm this entire situation is part of something bigger? Or will Jin do what he does best and keep everyone guessing? At this point, even the smallest detail matters. The outfit he chooses, the direction he walks, who he acknowledges first. Every second will be analyzed, replayed, interpreted, because that's what happens when the world is watching this closely. And right now, all eyes are on Jin, not just as a member of BTS, but as an individual force shaping his own narrative in real time. And maybe that's the real story here. Not the private jet, not the separate flight, but the shift in how Jin moves, how Jin is perceived, how Jin commands attention without ever demanding it. Because while others follow the spotlight, Jin seems to be creating his OW and SO now. We're at the edge of the moment. The plane is close. The cameras are ready. The fans are waiting. And the question is no longer, why did Jin travel separately? Now it's something bigger. What is Jin about to reveal? Stay with us, stay alert, and don't look away. Because when Jin finally steps into Tokyo, that moment might change everything. And if this journey has taught us anything so far, it's that with Jin, the real story always begins when you least expect it.